Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ravinia Festival. Please locate the exit nearest your seat. The closest exit may be behind you. Please note that the taking of photographs, including the use of camera phones and the use of audio or video equipment, is strictly prohibited. As a courtesy to the artist and your fellow patrons, please ensure that all mobile phones, pagers, and any item that rings, buzzes, or flashes and has an on-off switch have been silenced. We appreciate your consideration. Thank you for making it a great day at Ravinia.
Very well played, really. You know, music is, of course, what we express with music. It is everything that we can imagine and many things also that we cannot imagine, I think. But if one would simplify it a little, it's very much when you play an instrument, it's like a combination of singing and talking. And some music, of course, is so obviously based on the voice and the range in the voice and the range of colors and of expressions and of different energies and whatever. And some music is more, it's the singing is always there. The voice always has to be taken care of course. But it's, some music has more of the talking quality. And I think this movement has a lot of the talking. And I think in general, you play it with such a convincing sound and very good rhythm and good expression and so on. Maybe sometimes you need to change a little to find more variation in the expression. Not to use vibrato like I have a very good vibrato and I use it as much. Really choose when not to use it also. And I think also dynamically that the range in dynamics, because this movement is so special, it's so different from the A major sonata, for example, where it's more Mendelssohn-like almost, yeah, longer lines many times. Here it's like everything is interrupted and everything is with articulation and with this jakatikati, 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 bom, bim, bom, bom, tikatim, bom, and actually he writes instead of what is very natural for a musician is bom, 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 ba-di-dim, bom, bi, to when we go up with an arpeggio like that, that we open it up, but actually he writes a diminuendo in it. Can you really rather exaggerate now when you play once? Mm? And when it goes into piano, really play piano. Mm? You have a great pianist. You don't need to worry about that he's going to be too loud. Yes? Can you shock us a little more? Bom, bom, bim, bom, ba-da-dim, bom, bi, when you start. Yes? Can you play from here da, 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 without vibrato once, but very, very musical. Yes. Boring, no? Yeah. Of course it's boring without vibrato. So now choose a vibrato. Don't let your hand choose it. Your ear needs to choose it. Yes? And do you think you can avoid the glissandi? Hmm? Because can you play Joe once? Just your part. It's just a very simple line, and then he plays it in the higher register, and it still stays simple. It's like it's a line that doesn't go. We don't know where it's going, if it's going to go somewhere, actually. And then it explodes in one bar crescendo. It's extremely dramatic, this movement, and it's very important to have this very wide range of dynamics, so that the highest is really there and the lowest is really there, and all the layers in between. We do from, maybe directly there. It's a little loud. It's a little loud. You know, I think it's so important, this, for a musician to know when I play something, I play a piece of music where I have to give everything that is inside me. I have to give everything that I can do with my instrument, with the sound, with the expression, with the rhythm, whatever it is that we need to express. But then there is music also where it's like we have to hold back a little, and the listener has to come to us. What is happening there? That's a. I think this is. It starts so obvious. It's like we put a bomb in the hall. Yeah, and then it goes suddenly into this. And if you can really exaggerate it, maybe if you exaggerate it now, it will be too exaggerated. Who knows? I don't think it will be, but try. Maybe, can we do the whole beginning? Yes. Can you, like, you know, one of these sopranos on the stage in a Mozart opera. Very smallish. You try to sing it. It's very beautiful how you sing. Don't sing so much. Talk it more. Yes. Yes, but ta-dim pam pam pim pam pim pam wah. Says fortepiano on that note. Wah, wah, dee, dee, da, da. And then there are two bars like just staying in the air without real beats. Yes, ta-dim pam pam pim pam pim pam. Jonna, just try. Try to see what you can do with deciding more how you vibrate and when you vibrate. Because you play tom, tim, pom, pom. For example, it's nothing singing, no? It's more like pa, pa, pa. You give him some kind of reaction that he can, so that he can go on. I mean, not you, Beethoven did it actually. Not too much vibrato. Okay, let's go on. Now, digga-digga-dee. It's a little too soloistic, I would say, tom, pom, because it's like we give support to his line, you know, yop, beep, beep, pop, pop, beep, pop, beep, pop, beep, beep, pop, pop, beep, pop, beep, pop, yeah? Don't play too loud. I mean, play in many different dynamic levels. Maybe, again, tom, or from tom, bim. Clear, clear. Shubidi-godi. No vibrato, no vibrato. He doesn't vibrate. It's funny how he writes it, Beethoven, no? With the in this like an upbeat, but in pianissimo, actually, and then comes forte. So I would not take too much, not to stretch with timing, to make a rallentando too clearly here. And it's more like keeping the tension instead of doing something beautiful. There are many beautiful moments in the sonata, comes in the second movement. So here it's more the drama and the structure and yes, here I would really like to hear your fantastic vibrato and your romantic sound and everything. It's like 2 bars of it opens up like this. It comes from the piano, no? Party, party, you know, and then it goes back into rhythm again. Can we do from the forte, G major? Now again, jumpy. Don't take time, please, please. You can deal with in an agogic way, yeah, with some kind of freedom. But please keep the first and the third beat in the bar, right? Yeah. just a detail. You have ta-dim, ta-di-dim. It's like an answer to, or filling in something, or giving the motion to what he's doing. Then you have pa-da-da-dee-da-da-da. Can you play with two different sounds? I'm not. I don't want to tell you that you should play one mezzo forte and one piano or so. It's not really on dynamics. The question. The question is more about the color in the sound or the presence, kind of presence. Yeah. Just choose a good place. Yes, good, good. Once more. You were really trying. It's good. Do you think you can use the bow a little more like a brush here? Chicka-ticka-tim, pom, pom, pim, pom, pim, pom, pim. Not tapit, tapat, not too short. Actually, it's very strange, but the way Beethoven writes it here, he writes chicka-ticka-ta, with clear accents, and then ligga-digga-pom, yeah, without accent. It's still, of course, forte. Yeah? Can you just find what it means? Ticka-ticka-dee. You know, we all see Beethoven like this face, and so serious. The funny stuff, the sentimental music he wrote, the very vulnerable, the very like childish almost here and there. Here is one of those places, I think. It's not something vulnerable about it, which makes this movement so exciting because it goes between this and the looking for. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Bravo. This tukadeen, tukadeen, can you make them really heard? There's a question of where one puts them. If you put them takadam or yagadam, takadeen, what is your choice, actually?
Do you think it's supposed to be da-da-da?
Before the beat or with the beat? I think one has to hear the notes, not as a chord, you see? because he really writes tokotam, chokatam. Yeah. Bravo. I think we stop here just now. You know, it's something with of course, with the basic tempo here. We are always wondering about how to deal with it. He writes it in 2/4, yeah. So mostly one hears it in 4/8, yeah. And I think it would be good. I'm not sure that one needs to see it as that it has to be much more fluent or so, but it could be a little more moving forward, I think. And if you can, both of you, have a feeling, yeah, not that there is a beat on that second eighth note. Can you try it? And I think it's you played with really such a beautiful sound and expression. Like I said earlier, also, if you can find more variation in, because when, for example, when you have when he plays again, ti da 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 da, and you have ti da da da. It's important that it doesn't sound like the main voice. Yeah? It's really like a comment to his line. And then when you have the theme again, yeah, then really to find immediately when from the first note, because in Beethoven it's so many times this difference from many other composers that the change comes with a bar line. Yeah, it doesn't go like over the bar line. It's come when you have yeah, it comes directly with the first note. It's not prepared by you, so to speak, and it's important to find the color. The leading voice color, even if you should not play more than piano, like it says. You do it again? Always goes to the second bar also, no? Yes, good, good. So can you just tell me, so where do you do this? How do you show us this shaping? What do you do there? Keep moving, but not keep the contact. I think that's important, that it's not because then I don't feel this pulse of two, you see. It's almost like appoggiaturas. Now a little longer line. Not too much vibrato. It says mezza voce, he writes. Bravo, bravo. Very good, very good. It's like what I feel with you now is like you listen before, or you have some kind of vision before you play. That's very important. Not to start on the instrument and try to find it, but really know before what you want to do, anticipating. Yes, don't make this ornament too important. It's like giving it a direction, more than di-da-da-di-da. Yes, can you shape with the bow? Yes. What did you do different now? Just tell me in that up bow.
I just felt my arm like following the phrase.
Yes. Can I give you the answer to my question? Thank you. Yes. You did with one kind of shaping with the speed of the bow, and then you changed the speed, you see. How you played it before was with one speed and a little one contact, and of course nobody who is in the audience at a concert and listens should know these things, but it's like it gives the wow, 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 whatever it is, the shaping that the music should have. Okay, I'll shut up now. Yes, yes, keep. You have the theme. And now, shaping. Never one speed in the bow. At least two, maybe three, maybe four. You see, try again. Don't exaggerate the vibrato. Know what vibrato. I don't want to tell you that you should play without vibrato or with a boring vibrato or small vibrato. So it's not that, but make sure that it's not only one kind of vibrato. I think one thing that we need to learn from singers is not only how they deal with the voice. Yeah, it's how they have to when they sing something with words, it's always with different consonants. It always starts the syllable with different consonant, and there is always, almost always, a different vowel also. So it's a, o, a, o, and whatever the consonant is. This is something. If you would think a little, that's of course very detailed, yeah, but try to think how, what words would you put, and how does the voice sound with the different vowels? Directly. Because it's like you talk to him, no? Yes. For him, for him. Thank you very much. We have to stop here. I'm sorry. Bravo. You know, I think it would be, it's a little strange. No? If I look at the music, it's such long lines and long legatos, and it's something rather self-evident about the structure of the music and so on. It's just in the piano, it moves umpa, 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 a lot with this Nachschläge. I think if you would concentrate on how you express rhythm, yes, it looks like everything is legato, yeah, but there are so many of these syncopes and of and don't only sing it, yeah. Try to really show it with the help of the articulation. You show it, but also how you shape the inside the longer legato lines. Just try. Bravo. Yes, yes, good. You know, if you look at how it, can you shape the way it looks? It's a simple solution. Yeah, a little more. Sorry, a little more. Gives the first wave here. I see. No, I see. When I look at you when you play now, it looks very convincing. If I don't look at you, I don't hear it so much. So can you do it more with a bow? Bravo. Yes, you know, probably you need to give, because of the register here, you need to give a little more. This, the syncopes are very important here. Where can you do from? Is one, figure one? Okay. Good. Yes, keep the forte a little longer. Sure. I understand it's intelligently thought that it falls, but not too early here. It's a long forte. where is good? Maybe before figure 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is that the...
Yeah, is one before you start that. Yes? Yes? Clear, clear, clear. And you know, when you have this, can you see it a little like an appoggiatura?
Yeah.
So the first one really has more expression. Directly there, the forte. Da, di, di, da, da, da. You know, can you think like this? Don't concentrate too much on legato. Not maybe a little less bow, so that how you articulate in the left hand becomes more clear. Now more and more bow. Please do it again. Do it again. Yes, because you heard what I said. Now more bow, because when you come in the on the A string in the upper register, then it's much more clear. You see, in the low. Good. Sorry, you have to turn back, I'm afraid. You know, of course, it looks like just a supporting voice here in the low register. Just be a little more clear. It says sostenuto, and maybe in another acoustic, I don't know, in a drier acoustic than this, it would be okay to play the way you do. But here, clarity is what you really need to go for, because the general character of the movement is rather much the same. Yeah, it doesn't change much. From 7. Mm-hmm. I think you need to be like show us that yes, now you recognize the theme, yeah. A little before, the forte before, maybe 4 bars before la di da da di 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 da da. Do you think you can put the emphasis a little later in this? Because the risk is otherwise that sounds a little like in the air. Directly, the forte cantando, 8. Yes? That you put it later in the in that longer note. No. In the second note. Yes. There. Right. And I think in general, you see, when you come from ti-ra, di-ra, ti-ra, di-ra, 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 you have these sequences, yeah, where, so when you then come just at the transition to what is going to change. Yeah, that get a little more go for articulation. Yeah, so that it doesn't stay ti da di da 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 di da di da da, but yeah, really. Ti da 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 di da ti da di da da. It doesn't show anything like that in the music, of course. Everything is with long slurs and long notes mostly. But it's important to know when to get it with more inner concentration instead of only the long line. Choose a good place. Okay. I think you could use a more obvious vibrato here. Like making it more intimate, concentrated. By intimate, I mean concentrated, actually. 12? Yeah? Second movement. beginning of this movement. Now, be completely without respect for anything. Just play, bah, like this when you come in. Can you start? Can you start from the string? Ba. Yes, and more. I think it has something to do with which place on the string you choose. You see. You start with the bow there, and then you move it there. Can you start there? And then, yes, of course, it is much closer to the bridge, so it's difficult to move the bow. But play as close to the bridge as possible and move as much as possible. So you have to choose the best place for that. Sure. Mm. And let's say that you are now some kind of king of a kingdom. How would you then play this? Not play. Not many kings play cello, but sing it. Yeah. You shouldn't say which country the king comes from. Yeah. Okay. Once more. Yes. Can you make sure that you can do that by the end? So then you need to save even more in the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now you have talking, more talking. Not only with beautiful voice. It's a special voice. That's more important than beauty sometimes. It was a very good beginning. Can you try to see that this last note actually is not your last note, it belongs to her. Ti-di-dom, pi. Yeah?
Maybe just measure before.
I like very much the kind of sound, the voice that you're looking for here. Can you talk it a little more? It's like it's so much legato here written, yeah, and that should not be has to be talked also from here. Good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Bravo. You have some really strong sides in your personality and in your playing. You have temperament, and you have technique on the instrument and so on. If I may say, don't use it too much. I mean, the technique is very good to use, I think. Temperament is fantastic to use also, but the more we talked about it earlier today also a little, that the word temperament means so many different things, you know. It can be an aggressive temperament, it can be a dramatic temperament, it can be an energetic temperament, it can be a romantic temperament, sentimental temperament, maybe lyrical temperament, even, yeah. And I think it's very important for us because, of course, the music that we play is always different. Each piece of music, if you play the 5 Beethoven sonatas, for example, you have 5 such different pieces to deal with and to try to understand what is inside the music and how to express it. And of course, one has to involve oneself 100% always. And you do. You involve yourself to 100%. I really appreciate that also. So I hope you understand what I mean. It's just that sometimes, actually, I feel that you add a little to, or sometimes like you do it differently than what it says in the music. It sounds very boring to say it like this, but there is something, if you can, because we have worked a couple of times together already, and I see the change in you when you go into the piece really, and you play it with a lot of conviction. It's not always what I recognize from what I know what it says in the music, and maybe you can deal a little with it. Yes? Let's do beginning. And I certainly don't mean that there is only one way to play this piece. Of course, each person who can have a very, very, very honest attitude, and it will still sound different with everybody that plays it. But, yeah, not to change. Have you ever tried to practice it like duplets? Just do it once. Why do you think I ask you to do that?
For more flow? Or
No, I think it...
because I'm making the short note.
Exactly. That's what, when I practice this, I always have to work on that, especially. Should not be exaggerated, but should be an eighth note. But maybe you can find some kind of shaping here. Good, great, great, great. Very good, that aspect. Now, look for how to use the vibrato here. It's not actually pianissimo. It says mezzo forte, no? Or what does it say? Piano?
Molto dolce.
Molto dolce only. Ah, yes, that's what it says, yes. Of course, I don't mean that it should be loud or so, but something... No, not to make it too intimate in the beginning, because you have this register in the piano with the bass and these harmonies, of course. And you know, I read somewhere that when he composed the Sonata Frank, the first movement was what is now the second, actually, and then he added this first movement later. So it's a little like an overture, the way I understand it anyway. Yes, can you? The longer note, can you find some kind of shaping in the vibrato? And see, sorry, you do a little dee-da, 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 like you put the emphasis where it starts. Like, you're closing, almost closing the door. Then you open it again. Yes, bravo. Can you tell me, if I would ask you, what kind of vibrato would you like here in this preparation for the piano solo? Or from the dee-dee-da-dee-da-da-dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee, where that starts?
More inner.
Huh? Okay. I agree with you, you know, that when it comes here back, it should be different than in the beginning. But I think it's a little too present. You started, it's a little like telling us, you've already heard it. So, yeah? But it's, look for something different without being too obvious about it. Because it still closes when it comes to this. So it's not that it goes now to the climax.
Bar before.
Yeah? Yes. Forget what I said. It's too much. Too much. Too much. And a little different every time. Different without being too different in dynamically, but yes, with sound and shaping and vibrato. Feel a little your like the bow here still it changes in a few bars, in a couple of bars, yeah, but can you still feel that the basic element is how you move in the air, and you just visit the string, and sometimes you visit a little more the string and so on, but the basic element is the air, not the string. And with different patterns in how you use the bow. Yes, good, good. Do it again. Do it again. Take risks now. Maybe you can, sorry. 1, 3. Yes, just open it. Just open it. We do a little. Can we do a little the second movement? No? Imagine you're my age, is difficult, no? But a little more like that when you start this. Should be with temperament and with this really outward feeling and with energy and everything. But a little more like that. Not too physically energetic. Here, energetic. Here, energetic. I understand why you don't want to start on the open A string. Of course, when one plays it without piano, it sounds not so nice. But I think with the piano, it's necessary. It's too big difference in the color, you see. Do it again, directly. So what I meant by that is move a little more like this, not too much in the string, but with the string. Yes. Keep. You need to keep that A. Once more. Maybe a little less speed in the bow in the beginning. Actually, it doesn't say. Does it say a diminuendo here? I don't think so. It's like, I think it's good if it really stays open. Yeah. Move. Yes. Can you, from here, this, can you have a feeling that it's like it goes between the two instruments here more? It's not a leading. We are not leading, she is not leading. when you play it first on the D string, it's so wonderful. Then when you go on the A string, you don't need to give more, because the color changes by itself. Take the second one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, we have to stop here.